Tips.
You know what? We haven't heard anything about the new season yet. We're as excited about the panel as you guys are.
I feel like this is where we find out the information about the upcoming season, which is like all of yours listening. I think we're just excited to be back for a fourth. It was a bit dodgy there for a second. We weren't sure.
It was touch and go for a minute, so finally worked out.
Well, what would you like to see for your characters?
Closure.
Wow, fourth season. Reset. Fourth season. Oh my God. I'd like to see Shirley be successful in her business because she's chosen to follow that path. So I'd love for her to be successful in a little sandwich shop.
I'd like for Annie to be successful in love. She's never had it. She has a hard time.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be nice.
The third season finale almost felt at times like a series finale, like they were kind of wrapping, and everybody kind of came together at the end. Do you see that, like, would you guys rather, like, have that sort of harmony, or do you kind of like the episodes where you kind of all, like, they stay going?
I think, I like both. I feel like our group always comes together.
Yeah, by the end we always get so heartwarming.
Like families.
Yeah.
Sort of like you're gonna fight, you're gonna hash it out, but then at the end of the day you all love each other.
Right.
I think that for us, for the third season, it was important to end it that way because we didn't know. It was unknown at that time when we shot the episode and when it aired.
We weren't even back on the air when we shot it, I don't think. We didn't even have our return date yet, so I think to kind of hedge our bets, they created something where it was our last season. Everyone would feel like,
fans.
Yeah, it was just
closure, my favorite word.
To get the elephant in the room out of the way, like, how do you guys feel right about
you know, it's something that's out of our control. Like, we weren't even sure that we would have a fourth season, so the fact that we get to come back and be together, I think is a really wonderful thing to continue to produce the show. Of course, it's hard to say goodbye to Dan. We all love him.
Yeah, and the thing is, Dan is still in our lives. It's not like Dan got shipped off to Siberia somewhere. We just saw Dan like a couple weeks ago at the art show, so and he's doing really well. So it's just his word to me to share with people is, don't feel sorry for me. Life is good. You know, he created a show that's going to go into syndication, and and so this is a business, and business decisions happen that you may not love, but as a professional, you show up and do your job, and so it's going to be fun.
I actually did. I got to be part of the animated pilot that Dan did for Adult Swim, so I've seen him recently involved with that. So hopefully, I feel like, I'll just be seeing him all the time anyway.
Right.
So we'll be friends.
and how do you guys feel about your showrunners?
They seem cool.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes.
What do you think about moving to Friday? Are you all right with that?
I'm excited about the move. I don't know if you guys have heard, but Thursday's a tough night. Hey, it's a real tough night, and it's even getting tougher. I heard that there's other people now morphing to that time slot. So Friday's a night where I think more young people can watch. Those that will watch us online, they're probably home Friday night, so they can watch. And it's true. It's right before Grimm, which is a great show. So
it seems like most of our audience, a lot of them watch it online anyway, so that wouldn't be too different. Even though we encourage them to watch it live. I do also feel like we have such an amazing fan base, and I feel like they're the reason that we're still on the air. So hopefully they'll still tune in on Fridays to watch the show, since the only reason we're coming back, I think, is because they think about it, and thank God for that.
Does it feel like an ending of sports? Maybe this might be really the last year?
Every year
feeling that every
in the middle of every season, we're going to get the back nine. Like, it's just the way, we're kind of like the little engine that could, I think. And so every year we check it out and we can make it. So
we've always been an underdog show. I think that's just our story, and it's going to continue that way.
Right.
It would be weird going into the fourth season just like, well, we know we're doing 3 more years of this. Like, that would be an unknown feeling to us. But hopefully.
What conversations have you had with David and Moses?
Very limited conversations so far, which is not weird because we never have a lot of conversations before the season starts. We get our first table read script, and that's the first we know, except for the tidbits we always find out at Comic-Con. Yeah, we always find out something at Comic-Con. We're like, really? So today's going to be our day to finally get some stuff. We should have done the press after we have some great stuff for it.
Do you know when that first table read's going to take place?
August 6th.
The 8th. Uh-oh, community members feuding over first season.
I know, we're shooting on the 13th. I do know that.
Yeah.
So sometime before. Yeah, it's something.
the show began as an educational plot, you know, a three-arc character, and now it went meta, you know, with a lot of pop culture. So did you get all the references?
No. We have to do a lot of research. I think our fans get more references straight away.
Yeah, even Danny is the one that says the most obscure
Danny
things.
is the most researched.
And he researches all the time to make sure he has everything correct. So,
But that's one of the things that's so fun. I feel like we learn so much about pop culture doing the show because we're like, wait, what is that?
Yeah.
And even things that are, like my research lies in things that are very obvious. Like I have never seen an episode of Law and Order.
I'm sitting next to
In
you.
the Law and Order episode.
I breathe Law and Order. I breathe it. But you're hooked now, right? Hooked. See? That's it.
Have you seen an episode of Doctor Who?
No. I mean, so see, I've got my television education has been happening over the last. Pretty fun research to do. That's right. When your research is watching TV shows, you know you've got a good job.
Good job.
Yeah, we know.
And what about paintball or Dungeons and Dragons?
Did we research that?
Yeah.
No, the first time we got shot was all the research we needed. Those paintballs were really hurt. Yeah.
And in high school, you know, I had a nerdy boyfriend, so I had played Dungeons and Dragons. And just sat around for a lot of other games. It's not as exciting as it sounds.
Yeah.
So you lost Starburns, you lost a few other side characters. Is anyone else rounding up this year?
Did we lose Starburns?
Oh, yeah.
Did we?
Yeah, I think in terms of Professor Kane, we have a new professor every year because the students always change their main class, which I'm not sure.
We can tell. We do know our class.
We just learned like 5 minutes ago, so maybe you have to wait.
It'll come up in the panel.
Just whisper it.
Yeah, just whisper.
But I'm sure that we'll have a new professor for that class. And I'm sure that there will be some other exciting guest stars. I know Jeff's dad is going to be in the picture. I read about that in a TV Line article. People are really vying for Bill Murray to do the part, but I feel like Bill Murray has things he's doing. It might be a little bit,
Who would you cast in that role?
What did we say? John Lithgow, I thought was a
Oh, that's a good one.
And today Joel said Martin Short, and I thought, wow. Steve Martin. Oh, I'm just thinking of people now. I'm on a roll with Jeff Martin. Paul Castro.